Hey, this is Scott from Main Oven Craft. Today is Company Lunch Thursday, and we're going to do steak fajitas in the wood-fired pizza oven. One of the things that's going to be really cool about today's steaks is that we're going to cook one set of steaks on the hearth, directly on the terre blanche tiles, and then another steak or two in a cast iron pan, my other favorite cooking surface. So we're going to light the oven up first thing, get it going, and then Jessica's going to prep ingredients, and we'll cover that in some video quickly. But it's going to be a delicious lunch, and I'm excited to get it going. So we'll get our softwood bundle, and mix in some hardwood on the bottom. Real quick and easy. Throw one little piece down the middle. Nice little crosshatch pattern. This will get going quick. We got our handy dandy propane torch. That's good there. In another video on the actual lighting process, I kept it in the doorway for several minutes, but in this case, if I push it back a little bit sooner, I can add wood on top without it being so hot, and I don't have to risk burning the hair off my hand. So we're going to do that, and know that the fire will suffer a little bit, but that my arm will do better. It's a pretty small oven, so this won't be too impactful on the fire, but it's still cool enough that I can get my arm in there. One more. Sorry. There. Nice quick fire. That'll burn for maybe 2 hours before lunch here. It'll have a beautiful bed of coals, and we'll go ahead and start cooking in probably 2 hours after prep is done. See you then. That'll Hey, we're back, and Jessica prepared an amazing array of vegetables for these fajitas that we're going to make here in the oven. We're going to do steak fajitas, and we're going to do one pair of steaks on the hearth directly, which is something that we really pride ourselves on, utilizing La Pagnole cores, and in particular the Terre Blanche white clay hearth tiles. It's 100% food safe, super, super pure. So we're going to cook directly on the hearth tiles in this oven. And then we're going to also do a comparison variation in a cast iron pan, which is also another favorite method for me. We're going to preheat the pan quite hot and then put the steak in. They're a thin cut ribeye, pretty fatty, and they're going to cook super quick. So that'll be awesome. First things first, though, we're going to cook the veggies. And I'm going to use one of these cast iron pans. And we're going to put some olive oil in. And we'll do these onions. And peppers. The oven's pretty hot right now. It's been firing for probably 3 hours. So we have plenty of heat. It's quite a bit of goodness here. Throw some garlic in as well. And then a little bit more oil. Salt. A little bit of cumin. I have to go the bigger version here. There's Obi in the background. All right, so the peppers and onions and garlic are in cooking. I'm going to stir those in a second. I just added another piece of wood, and that'll pump the heat up in there pretty dramatically, pretty quickly. And let's see, next step, I'm going to cut some butter for our steak pan. And we'll wait a little bit on that until the veggies are farther along. And then this is our vegetarian option, black beans, which we're going to spice up. This cumin actually has this beautiful way of packing in the container. This is a sriracha made by a friend of ours locally here, which is phenomenal. And then salt, a little bit of garlic powder. Stir that up. I'm going to let that cook just inside the door quickly. It won't take long for that to warm up. We'll pull out the veggies. These colors. I'm actually going to put a little bit of extra marinade that Jessica saved in on top of this too. Chunks of garlic. Give that one more stir. Whoops, man down. Nice color, huh? Reduce that down. Put a nice hot oven now. Give the beans a stir, which are already boiling away. Send these guys back. All right, let's give them another stir. Nice, the blackening, browning a little bit. Starting to cook well. I'm going to pull them out and do a little bit of more salt and pepper. Some jalapeno slices would be good too here. Let's go and a little bit of juice in there. Smells good. Back in. End result, baby. So let's talk steak at this point. I've cooked a lot of wild game in our oven at home and a bunch of conventional beef as well over the years. These cuts are super thin and they're going to cook quickly. The one that cooks on the hearth is probably going to cook a little bit faster than the one that's in the pan. So I'll probably step. All right, let's flip the ones that are directly on the hearth first. And then we'll move to the pan. Give those a quick inspection. They're looking good. I'm gonna flip those with some tongs. These ones are actually quite close. Juices in the hot pan. I'd say we're just about there on the other ones. All right, we're gonna pop the ones on the hearth here. It's just about 2 minutes. We'll put them on a plate to let them rest for a minute before we slice them. And I think we're probably also good with the pan steaks too. Yeah, we're good. Take it out of the pan. Good juice here too. We'll see if we can pour over. So after we let these settle, we'll go ahead and move on to warming the tortillas quickly on the hearth, which is a super hot hearth at this point. So it'll be a very quick process. And then we'll be ready to eat. Here we go. Won't take long. They'll actually puff up like a pita. Good. Let's put one together. Actually pretty good in the middle. See that one? This is the one that cooked on the hearth. Your medium. Some veggies. Some cilantro. Avocado. Salsa. Lime. A little bit of romaine. Roll it up. Let's see. phenomenal.